site to locate our, what we call phase 3 expansion facility. You may or may not be familiar with our phase 1. Our phase 1 location is at 21 South Montana Street. It's about 6,000 square foot, dedicated to the production and tasting room for Headframe spirits. We employ 8 full-time employees, 10 part-time employees there, and that's our facility in Uptown Butte. We have a separate facility, both with their own independent, federally and state licensed distilled spirits. Plant authorizations. Our phase 2 location, Headframe Spirits Manufacturing, exists in a 12,000 square foot warehouse out in MSE, where we build distillation equipment for the microdistilling industry, and we package distilled spirits for other brands. We have 5 full-time employees there, and that's a facility that we lease and intend to relocate those functions to our phase 3 site as soon as that's up and running. I would like to be very clear that we do at phase 1 right now on Montana Street. We intend to continue to do in that location for a very long time. John?
So just a couple statistics, Madam Chair, members of the council, a couple statistics on what we're talking about here. We'll get into details of what it actually is about, but what we're talking about is our phase 3 is the largest distillery west of the Mississippi. This distillery is going to make more whiskey than Maker's Mark. This is a very large facility. This is not a micro distillery anymore. This is a value-added agricultural manufacturing facility. We're going to have 3 trucks of grain every 8 hours. Montana grain out of Great Falls from out of the malt Europe facility. We're talking 35 to 50 full-time employees. These are all salaried employees with health insurance and benefits. Obviously, we're talking about trying to take over a site that I think you would like to see something happen with, the Kelly Mine Yard. I mean, this is the Headframe of all Headframes. This is the one that lifted more than anything did anywhere else in the world, and it's sitting there derelict. I think it's something that we've got a passion for, and I think we've got a project that can make it work. And to be honest, we really think that when we set loose our architects and everyone got came together on the project, we said, okay, look, we want to make a really big distillery and make a lot of whiskey. We know how to do this. But what we really also want this project to be is an anchor for economic development. We think that this could be a tourism draw. We think that this could be so many other things. And so we set loose the design team to look at other things: lodging, restaurant space, tourism space. I mean, this distillery is larger than Glenlivet. This distillery is larger than Maker's Mark. If you think about the bourbon tour at Maker's Mark, they take over 300 people every hour through Maker's Mark. Maker's Mark is in the middle of a field 45 miles away from any major town. And what we're talking about here is that same kind of thing in the center, or not the center, it's like the anchor of the eastern district of the largest historic district in the United States. So that's just some statistics on the project we wanted to share. We think this is real. We think it's possible. We think it's doable. We've met with our financiers. They feel confident in our plan. And that's just a little bit more than statistics that I'd like to take back over. Oh, sorry. Last thing, or not for me anyway, for now, is this was awesome. This process, we really did think we were going to do the con. We looked at the con a couple different times. We're going to ask for the con. Thank you. We're going to ask, we're going to beg for the con. The con's gorgeous. The hoist is still up there. It needs someone to love it. It needs someone to seal it up, keep people from ripping it off. It needs to be saved. But when we got done looking at the project and how big it was actually going to be, the value of the CDBG project really did come through here, in that it suggested to us that trying to lift 3 trucks of grain every 8 hours all the way to Main Street to the con and trying to work around that neighborhood without disturbing them just doesn't work. And Kelly does. So we went out and we asked for people to help us out, and the architectural process, they went so far as the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers had to sign off on this project. The depth and the level of work that's gone into just the grant review is extraordinary. The per par is, Becky, is it 249 pages, 252? Right there. It's 252 pages. This is just to plan out the concept of doing it at all, not necessarily doing it. So this has been a really remarkable effort, and there's been a lot of people involved, from the Bureau to Montana Department of Environmental Quality, the planning department here in town, of course, the U.S. Corps of Engineers, just through and through. It's been really great. And we've been working on this for a solid year. This has not been something we just rolled over on New Year's and said, let's go try something new. We've been working on this really, really hard. We're pretty excited about what it's done.
We're excited because we feel like this is a real opportunity to create a project that can drive some fantastic attention to Butte Silver Bow, to our industry in the state and in the nation, and a focus on our community. Again, the same way we put beverage alcohol out into the world as another way to put a great face on our community to a larger audience. Our vision here with Phase 3 is to bring that larger audience here and show them how fantastic Butte is. Give them one more thing to see and experience and enjoy while they're here. We've been working very closely with Butte Silver Bow, with Karen Burns, with John Sesso, with Matt Vincent, and we've been working with a fantastic team of supporting engineers, environmental and structural, just phenomenal folks. And I would like to point out that our architectural firm on this project may be familiar to some of you. SMA out of Helena, they've actually done some work for Butte Silver Bow. They did work on the elevator here in the courthouse. That was a piece of the deciding factor to choose to work with them on this project moving forward. And both Becky and Jason are native Butte kids themselves, working in Helena now, and we're really proud to have an opportunity to partner with folks who are as invested in this project and in Butte's success as we are.